Tonight, former New Jersey governor and presidential candidate Chris Christie is here. Governor, allow me, Iowa. By the way, it's only 4 mooches away. Believe that, 4 mooches. Remember, a mooch is 11 days, and remember, that's how long you work for Trump. 44 days away. Iowa, 54% Trump, DeSantis 18, Haley 12. You're 3. New Hampshire, you're doing a little better, 42. Trump, Haley 20. Chris Christie 14, and in South Carolina, you know, those are the big 3. Obviously, Trump, you're at 2%. Here's my question, Governor. Governor, is it time to stop this and just get behind the GOP nominee, who's clearly going to be Trump, and why not?
Well, Eric, because I know history, as do you. And on Thanksgiving in 2007, you know who was leading the race? Mitt Romney. And Mike Huckabee, who won the Iowa caucuses, was at 4%. In Thanksgiving in 2011, you know who was winning the race? Newt Gingrich. And Rick Santorum, who won the Iowa caucuses, was at 3%. And in 2015, Ben Carson was winning the race in Iowa by 10 points.
I get it.
No. And then let me finish it. Ted Cruz is at 7.
No, it's
Trump
not a different animal. 54 in Iowa and 50 in South Carolina. If you can't get through Iowa, New Hampshire, and South Carolina with at least a second place, the money's going to dry up. Chris, come on, let's.
I'll tell you why it's a different animal, because Ben Carson was a neurosurgeon, and Donald Trump's been indicted by 4 different grand juries. Is going to face a criminal trial in March. Ben Carson wasn't going to face that. Neither was Newt Gingrich, and neither was Mitt Romney. And so, yeah, this is a different animal. I agree. And if you believe that after he's convicted in a Washington courtroom in this spring, that Joe Biden and the Democrats are going to talk about anything else from May to November, you're crazy, and we're going to wind up losing up and down the ticket.
I disagree with that, but they'll talk about it, but I don't think it's going to matter to the budget. Chris, you're 65. No, you're 61. You're going to be 65 and 28. Here's what I'm saying. You're still okay. People hate me when I bring you on because they want Trump, and you're my friend. Why didn't you pack it in? Support the nominee, or worst case, support DeSantis or Nikki Haley against Trump if you really hate Trump that much, because you'll save your powder for 2028. You'll be 65 in 2028. Joe Biden was 78 when he was first elected. Trump was 70.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of those statistics. And let me make it clear, I don't hate Donald Trump. I just don't believe he's fit to be president of the United States. And so, you know, there's a big difference between that. There's no personal hatred on my part at all. And the fact is, why Ron DeSantis or Nikki Haley? Because one poll shows her 5 points ahead of me in New Hampshire? I mean, you know, Eric, look, I'm willing to put this in the hands of the voters, always have been, both here in New Jersey and all around the country. And when people vote, I'll read those votes and I'll understand what they mean.
You're a smart
guy. All you guys want everybody to drop out and get behind with somebody or another.
You're smart on foreign policy. You're smart on the economy. One of the more wise people as far as the financial end of the thing goes. Why do you think it's smart to take shots at who's the inevitable nominee at this rate? He can't catch. Doesn't it make more sense to just, I don't know, pick on someone else for a while and then go run in 28?
Well, this is the argument that we had the last time I was on. I think the truth matters, Eric. I really do. I think the truth matters, and I don't think you just do things that are politically expedient. I think you tell the truth to people. And the truth hurts. Look, I saw a social media post that the president put up on Thanksgiving morning, being thankful for all the people he hates. This is what we want as our nominee, someone who all he can do is cry and complain about the people who hate him.
Chris. It's not. You're not going to change him. You're not even going to change, in my opinion, the voters'
mind. That's why I don't want him in the White House.
So you know whose mind was changed and kind of, I'm not sure if this was politically expedient for him. Chris Cuomo yesterday said, I'm open to voting for Trump. Your buddy Chris Cuomo over there, wherever the heck he works now, is the liberal from CNN, now working over at Newsmax, but he's willing to vote for Trump. I mean, even if he's even willing to do it, maybe it's time to get off that bandwagon.
Well, look, Eric, I know exactly where you stand on this issue. You're a Trumper through and through.
Wait, stop. That is not the case. I've known Trump. I supported him in 2016.
So did I.
DeSantis comes on this show. Nikki Haley's come on the show. You come on the show. Vivek Ramaswamy wants to come on all the time. Everyone. We are open. I support the eventual nominee, and it's pretty clear to me that Trump is going to be that person. So I just wanted to clear that up. But when a guy like Cuomo throws the towel
that's
in,
exactly what I mean. You're out there predicting that Donald Trump's going to win this thing before anybody voted. By that standard, Hillary Clinton would be finishing her second term as president.
Good point.
Because all the polls, right up until election night, and with the exit polling on election night, said Hillary Clinton was going to win 360 electoral votes. I don't understand why really smart people like you put so much faith in pollsters who have proved to us over and over and over again that they're wrong more than they're right.
I don't. In fact, all the polls are wrong. If you remember in 2016, I said Trump was going to win. He was going to be the nominee. Everyone said, you're nuts. He was. And I said he was going to beat Hillary. Everyone said, you're nuts. Before Hannity was on believing in Trump, he was Ted Cruz first. He came over after I did. But here's the difference. It was Hillary or Trump. I mean, Chris, you're my friend. You're my governor for a long time. We know each other. We have a lot of similar backgrounds in the past. You're at 3%.
We do.
In Iowa. You're 2% in South Carolina. Brother, I'm giving you some
3%.
Free advice.
It's pretty good to be at 3%. It's pretty good to be at 3% in Iowa when I haven't spent one day there, Eric. I mean, the fact is that we have spent our time in New Hampshire, where we have spent our time. We're at a good point right now at 14%. I wouldn't want to peak right now. I peaked at this time 8 years ago. At Thanksgiving weekend 8 years ago, I got the Manchester Union Leader endorsement, and a week later I got the Boston Herald endorsement, and I moved to second place against Donald Trump, and I was within 10 points of him. You don't want to peak this early. It's not the time to peak.
Fair enough.
I'm going to be peaking on January 23rd.
And I'm going to be bringing you on the show, and you point out how wrong I was. Governor Chris Christie, good having you on, my friend. Thank you.
Eric, look, and you know what? You are an honest broker. You give everybody a chance to say their piece, and that's why I love coming on your show and coming on Newsmax. So thanks for having me. Have a great weekend.
We love having you on, too.